Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today? I've been missing in action for a few days. Hope everybody's been doing well. Just come on here to do a little chit chat about a little of everything this morning. Hey, Tina. Hey, Nada. How are y'all this morning? Hope everybody's doing good. Give it a few minutes, see if we get a few more people come in. Everybody come in, say hi. Everyone's welcome in, welcome in. Hey, right. How's it going, baby? Hey, Mama Bear. How you doing this morning? Hope everybody's doing good this morning. Anybody catch the halftime show last night? With Bad Bunny. I thought it was a pretty good show. I watched it. I watched both actually. I watched the Turning Point and I watched the Bad Bunny. So, anyways, that's what I did last night. Watched the halftime show. And people, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. For everybody saying, go back to your own country. Puerto Rico is part of our country. It is part of the United States. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Well, for the ones that didn't know that Puerto Rico was part of the United States, give y'all a little geography this morning. Goodness gracious. Anyways, y'all, those Epstein files are so overwhelming that it's so much to go through that I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you none of those people will be held accountable that should be held accountable. Every one of them need to be investigated. And I don't care if it's 200 or 300 people. I don't care how many people it was. Every one of them need to have an open investigation and go to trial and be held accountable for their part in it. And I don't care who that offends, all the way from the top of the leadership to the bottom of the leaderships, all the way from Hollywood to politics to Washington, D.C. I don't give a damn. If you was any part of that shit, y'all need to be held accountable. Every damn one of you. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what your status is in this world. I do not give a damn what your status was. Accountability should absolutely come if you were a part of any of that nasty ass shit. How many of y'all think that Epstein's still alive? I know that's a conspiracy theory that's been going around for a long time. I seen a picture come out and looked a lot like him. Said he was in Israel. Um, Now I'm not a big conspiracy theorist person myself. Do I think it could be real? Yeah, I absolutely think that the government and shit can do all kind of types of stuff. And so that's one. I don't know that he'd be in New York. I don't know about that. I believe if he was alive, he'd be. I don't believe he'd be in this country. I really don't. But that's just my opinion. And I know Nada, she don't believe he's dead. Me and her have talked about it kind of privately. And yes, Israel is worth what they said, Tina. Um, but they won't be held accountable. won't nobody will be held accountable. Epstein has an active account on Fortnite that says he's in Israel. Yeah, that's oh, it was a joke about New York. The guard spoke out about states there was a switch. It was all weird how they said they found him unalive, like they took his like the other inmate that was in there and didn't put another inmate in with him. The guards didn't see what, like, it was just all, nobody saw nothing. Kind of like when everybody's watching the baby, nobody's watching the baby. Yeah. When everybody was supposed to be watching Epstein, wasn't nobody watching Epstein. Yeah. Yeah. So, do I believe he could be alive on this one, on this com- particular conspiracy? Yeah, I believe he might could be alive. And I know the Clintons have come out and said that they'll go to trial. Let's have a hearing. Let's quit doing all the redacted shit. Let's get it all on camera, let's get it all on public record and quit redacting stuff. So there's that. I won't believe the Clintons aren't involved unless they go to court. Yeah. I don't believe, I'm telling you, at this point, like I said, from the top to the bottom needs to be held accountable. I don't care who you were or who you are. Well, we know Bill ain't got morals any damn way, so, all the rich fuckers, yes. Yes, all of them. But now they got enough money to cover the shit up and keep covering it up and buying people off, and it's just a damn vicious cycle when it comes to all of this trafficking and shit. It makes me sick to my stomach. Money can buy you freedom if you have and yes, if you have enough and right, exactly. You are exactly right. Trump and Epstein were the worst, in my opinion. Did you see the theory that Savannah Guthrie? Yes, I saw that, Nada. I did see that. Can somebody explain what Pizzagate means? I'm totally lost. I meant to Google it. What is Pizzagate? Does anybody in chat know what Pizzagate is about? Because like I said, I meant to Google it so we could talk about it, and I forgot to Google it because I have no idea what Pizzagate is. And I was wondering maybe if y'all knew what Pizzagate was. Some of those pictures that come out, there was a conspiracy theory about a pizza place with a basement where they did nasty stuff. Oh, kind of like the P. Diddy shit did. Oh, Puff. Yes, okay. Cheese is the girl and pepperoni is, yes, right. I sent you a link. In my opinion, it was leaked to make us feel crazy when the real stuff came out. I'm telling you, um, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but when it comes to this right here, I believe there was cover up after cover up after cover up, and we're getting a lot of proof that it was a lot of cover ups. And it's like I said, they're not going to be held accountable. 100% believe that they might take a few of the little men down. Like they'll take some of the smaller players out, but they're not gonna go. They will not take the big players down. Guarantee it that they won't. They've been getting away with it and getting away with it. And like I said, they might get a few of the smaller ones. Now I know Sarah Ferguson, uh her oh, she had some kind of charity thing that got shut down. I know Prince Andrew's kind of been stripped of all his shit and thrown out of the damn royal party thing. And let me see, Jen, I sent it. Let me send you another one. Hold on 1 second. I'll send it again. Let me make sure. I'm an independent voter. I've been told I'm a pedo supporter because I don't vote for the pedo in shoot. How would you be a supporter if you didn't? That don't even make no sense, does it, Nada? Think it would be the damn opposite. Oh. Let me see if I can get a link sent to y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'd drop it in chat if I knew how to do it from this phone. I don't know how to do it from the phone. Y'all know I ain't on this. I'm not on my computer because my sound on it is so bad. Alright, act right. It should be in there now. I dropped it. I don't know why it didn't drop the first time, but it looks like it dropped that time. I know it. I do too, Tina. I do too. Yes, not. I hate both of them. Okay, let's see. Oh, where'd that right go? There we go. I got you, girl.
I'm
Good
here.
morning.
Good
I know
morning.
you've read more of the. You've went over more of the Epstein files than I have.
I have. I've went over quite a bit, and it's wild. Um, it's sickening.
What's sickening too? I mean, it's sick that it happened. It's sick that the big. The people with all the money's never going to be held accountable.
Oh, I know. Read your back chapter just a second.
Let's see.
I just wanted you to be aware that we had that issue going on outside of here. Anyway, yes, it's very disgusting. I read in one part of it that they were talking about, Elon Musk. He was saying, he said the whole time he never wanted to go. He refused to go. They had asked him many times to go, blah, blah, blah. And now there's emails showing where he was basically begging around New Year's to come to a party on the island. And so he's been busted out recently, but he never got to go. So I think they just didn't want him there. Maybe he was too much of a weirdo for them. I'm not sure. But he was so weird, even the pedos didn't want to hang out with him.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Sorry, I had to
Trouble.
blow my nose. I'm not like most of these people. I can't sit and suck snot. I ain't got no drugs to keep up my nose, and all that. I don't have to try to keep no drugs up my nose, so I have to blow it every once in a while. Excuse me for that.
That's okay. We prefer that you mute out when you blow it. We appreciate that.
You're, you're very welcome. So anyway, yeah, it was, I mentioned number 5. 5,000 times Trump's name was in these files, and but at the same time, not it could it have been mentioned 5,000 times because when people hate somebody, they say their name a lot more than they do if they like them. Kind of like take for instance the shit that's been going on recently and how many times. Okay, say for instance, we were the Epstein files, and you pulled them, right? How many times would Mama Bear's name be mentioned by Andrew and Munch in those things? I mean, people when they hate someone, they also talk about them a lot more. Which I'm not excusing Trump. Don't get me wrong, but I got to see some proof. Show me some proof that he was involved besides somebody mentioning his name. Show me the emails where he did it, and I will say he did it. Um, yeah, Tina, I agree. I know they have. The world don't trust us no more. Yes, Bill Gates did give his
Don't.
wife this and he secretly tried to medicate her for it. And if you remember when they did an interview with Bill Gates' wife, she looked over and she said, "Well, why don't you ask him why we are no longer married?" So, I
I
mean,
remember that. I remember
yeah.
that.
But you see, she didn't hurt her too much because when she left, she got quite a bit chunk of change there.
Yeah, she
So,
did. I remember that too.
yep, life
Ooh.
touched Philippines is owned by a man accused of abuse and was an Epstein file. Oh my God, yes they do because they do our kids' pictures life touch days in the school.
Hey, they say every time you put your kid's picture on Facebook or anything like that, that some pedo is probably grabbing it up.
Oh my God, it's just why have we
Yep.
come to this? I mean, I
Yep.
realize that when we have social media, there's going to be bad people, but I never realized how truly disgusting the and how many truly disgusting people there were in this world. Like I knew it was
Yeah.
bad, but I didn't realize that we were
And then
this
when I
ex-
think about, because I use Facebook just for that, just to show off mainly my
yeah,
kids' pictures and
yeah,
family
keep it on
photos and stuff
private.
like that. And I think about how many times I've done that.
Yeah, but you always keep it on private though, and share it with your friends, and that's it, friends and family. But I
I
mean,
think I think
even
those
then, if they share that photo and they're not set to private, then you're still getting
Yep.
somebody that can get hold of it.
Yep, that's right.
I mean, screen sharing, screen grab, screen recording. I mean, it's crazy. And I'll
And I
be
see
honest, I've quit posting anywhere because of that reason. Honestly,
Yep. I haven't posted pictures in a little while either
I
just
didn't.
because.
Yeah, I didn't do my kids' birthdays. I didn't do the Christmas thing like I normally do, or I didn't do anything this year. This last year because of people stalking pages and stuff, like trying to pull my kids' pictures and trying to get them on here. I mean, think about that. All these people have been so mad here lately. I mean, and not just in our situation, but in all these situations I was used to streets. Every single one of these people that's running out on YouTube and getting these kids' pictures and putting them out here, putting these people out here and blasting and doxing their addresses and something. What are you going to feel like when you wake up one day and you're on YouTube and you see one of those people on YouTube begging for help to find their child because somebody's kidnapped it? And you know what happened was you stole the pictures, put it out here, doxed the people, put their addresses and everything, and they ended up losing their child because of you. And now you've got somebody in their family missing because of you. I want to wonder, and I want to hope and pray that people on here would see how wrong it is to do those things. Like, yeah, I've been guilty of a couple of things here recently, but I have been pushed to a limit that no woman should ever be pushed to. I mean, and I've broke, so you guys are getting me to bite back. You
Hey,
just have to,
you can only take so much before you bite back.
and that's what I'm saying. But it comes down to when somebody hates you, they'll say your name 10 times more than they will if they don't hate you.
That's true. That's true.
That was the point I
John
was making. I wasn't
Jane
trying to
Doe
get
over there can be
offended.
doing the exact same thing and saying the exact same thing, but because it don't pertain to them or because they don't know that person and or they like that person, they're not gonna say
It's
that
okay.
person's name as much as they're
Right.
gonna say your name because they don't like you, you know.
Exactly. So, I mean, it could be a situation like that. That was my point. I'm not taking it for Trump by no means, so don't get me wrong. But at the
I ain't
same
taking
time,
up for none of them. If they did it, they can
they
go
did it.
straight to
Right.
damn prison, straight to death row, straight to work hell
That's
for
the
all
word
that,
I'm
you know.
trying to do. Don't do none of that shit. Yeah, just be gone.
Be gone. I don't give a damn who you are. Exactly.
Right.
If you done it and if you're guilty of that shit, I don't give a damn how big of a name you have, how popular you are, how much fucking money you got. Your ass deserves to burn in hell.
Yeah, you do.
These children and these young women and these young teenagers, they do not deserve to be trafficked. They do not deserve to be prostituted out. They do not deserve to be drugged
Well,
and
let's talk
raped.
about
They
that
do
for a
not.
minute. No, they don't. And here, let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about this trafficking thing. Because, in my opinion, and in my eyes, once you go to someone else's family member and you get their child that may not be a minor no more, but they're still a child. Listen, at 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, up to they're 30, about 30 years old, they're still damn dim-witted. They're still young to get
They're
spoiled.
young,
They're
and I
still
know,
trying
especially in the young 20s. They youngins, you know, in my eyes.
okay. So let's talk about this trafficking for a minute. Once you go to that child and you get them to come to YouTube and you start exploiting them for stories to hurt other people and you're earning ad revenue off of it, or you're getting your little cash ups off of it, or you're just getting your little thrills out of it, do you realize that you're trafficking that child for information?
Oh,
Do you
100%.
re- do you realize that you're exploiting a young lady or a young man who is at a desperate point in their life to where they could self-harm? And didn't y'all just like have one recently? Didn't we just hear about one recently who pushed one to self-harm?
Sure did.
I
Bullying.
mean, and a minor at that, you made a minor
Bullying.
self-harm
Bullying a
by
minor.
pushing. I mean, we told you that was going to happen. I told you personally that in every one of them, I told you all, every single one of them a month and a half ago. I said this. I said, if this shit don't stop, somebody's going to get hurt bad. Did or not? I've said it
Yes.
repeatedly. And now we have a child who's laying there and he's hurt bad. But guess what? You ain't, your kid ain't, so you don't give a fuck. Ain't nothing to you,
Uh,
is it? You untouchable. You're gross. You're all gross. You're all sick. Every single one of us. Sorry, Suzette, I didn't mean to. You got me on that hate word and Trump and we plumb veered to the left.
yeah. It's okay. I mean, and uh but it's not just this community that does that shit, you know. Hey Mimi
No,
Jean, how you doing this morning, girl?
right.
You know,
Hey, man,
it's these communities are so hateful and so toxic.
it is. It's everywhere you go. If you watch, like I even visit a couple of other communities. Just I'm not going to tell on here because then people hunt you down and start shit. But like, and I find them entertaining, so I don't want to lose that source of laugh. But at the same time, even there, you will see this deep seated hate in the chat of people who are trying to start shit. And it's like lips. If you go to anybody's lives in the true crime community or, or some of Will's community, you about guarantee you're going to see one of Lips's troll accounts or Lips in that chat starting some kind of shit, stirring some kind of shit pot. I mean, for real. And
What's
her and Lisa
crazy?
just fight. I don't believe a word of it. Even they're fighting now. You believe that shit? No, I don't believe that shit.
I don't know any, and to tell you the truth, I could care less about them two. But
I
what
I could
what
care
I do
less about them, but I care
what
less
I
about
do care about
being homeless.
uh is them sharing minors' pictures.
Yep. Well, I mean, if you look on Rumble, you've got proof that Mooch is saying that they get them off of Facebook, and
Oh
Andrew's on
yeah,
Rumble saying that he puts or he can get somebody for Adderall. He can get somebody to put them up on the black web. He has them connections as long as he gets somebody.
y'all don't block anybody just yet.
Yeah, if
Okay.
everybody's being nice in chat, let's not block.
Let's see.
Let's
By the
just
way, I'm
all
not a
get
troll
along.
or hate. My other channel is blocked.
Well, that's probably because you said something you weren't supposed to. Just be nice and you won't get blocked no more, whoever you are.
Um, but yes,
Shit, what did I do?
getting just it's talk is it's a very it's a YouTube's a toxic place to be.
Oh, yes, it is. And um, like I said, I want all this to end. I want this hate to end, the rage to end. See, this is not me. Like I'm not this person, and I don't want to be like. I don't want to be involved in it no more. I'm so tired of it. All I ever wanted to do was come out here, and I didn't even really want to start a fight with anybody. I wanted people to know the truth about somebody sitting on the streets hollering that they loved somebody and that they was their best friend and this and that and the other, while her son and children were sitting there destroyed, thinking that their mama was unalive by this person sending her stuff to the mail. So I gathered proof. I plopped it out. I really didn't bring it to the internet. BB did. She's the one that told it. I had it under wraps. I was still gathering evidence. She got pissed off on a lie and she ran her mouth. And we did have words over it. But at the same time, that this is not me. I don't like all this. I don't like it. And I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. And it keeps getting worse. And if it can't stop with everybody, I'm ready to walk completely off these streets and not look back. And I love you guys. I love you. I love you guys like family. But I can't keep doing this rage fucking shit.
Well, when you came to do this, you didn't come to make friends with the enemy. You just came to bring a child back to their mom. So I think that should be made clear that, like I said, we have been through a lot in the last couple of years with certain people, and we we're not anyway gonna, be friends with the enemy. Uh, just because you wanted to bring a child back to their parent. You did what you thought was best, and that's all it was. That's all there was to it. It wasn't, oh, we're going to all kiss and make up. Hell no, too much has been said and done. We're not doing that whatsoever. And we're going to be okay. And,
No, but it's like this. I'm the one that spent 5 hours on a phone call and 24 hours in the middle of that situation, listening to a child scream to the top of her lungs and cry and holler and want her mama. Now, let me tell you something, just one thing, and I'm going to put this out there, and you can lay it down there and think about it for a minute. Any kid doing that, that child has not been that badly abused by that mother. She's done told everybody she lied about a lot of shit. A lot of shit. She still has a lot of shit to unpack. And I can't, as a person who works with children every day of my, I can't walk away from that situation. And anybody that can't understand that don't know me. And I can't keep on defending myself for something that I felt was right.
Well,
I
the
love you
one,
guys, but I can't defend. I've cried. I've thought about it. I've prayed on it. And God laid on my heart to do what was right. And I feel I done what I needed to do. I don't sit on fucking phones for 3 hours. Have you ever had me on the phone for a long? What's the longest phone call you've ever had with me, Susie? You're my best friend. How many
yeah,
times a week do we get on the phone?
maybe an hour, if that, and that ain't been very often.
I don't do phones. For me to sit on the phone for 5 hours in between calls is a lot, guys. The kid needed help. I did what was on my heart to do. I saw a kid hurting, and that's my job.
And listen, after all of that, Jen, you need to get your rest and get your mind back. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot to take in. And we all understand that it was a lot to take in, and it was a lot of you uh playing the middleman to
Mediator,
try to
arbitrator. I was a
the
mediator
media.
and an arbitrator because when you've got a
Yes.
child and a mother that do not know how to talk to each other, do not know how to start that conversation, well, guess what I do? I start that conversation. I get those two talking. And if I hadn't been there, that child would probably have not gotten back together with her mother, and that child probably would have self harmed that night. And then I would have had to have that on my heart for not doing what I should have. She had GUNs, she had KNIFEs out, and I had to literally scream at her when she had the cocked, loaded pew pew out to put the damn thing up. Now, you guys don't know part of what I've been through. It was a lot of fucking shit, and it was hard to do. And that was in between taking care of my own household. So, I mean, I don't care who says I'm trying to be important or I want to be this or I want to be that. I didn't put myself in that situation. Ghost, who I've never spoke to off these streets, called me with them on the phone and asked me to set in because Mama Bear didn't have nobody there with her and she thought she needed somebody to be a witness for her. It ended up that I ended up being the bridge to get the two to talking.
Which is
Ghost
wonderful.
didn't know that about me. She didn't know what I was capable of. God told Ghost to get me because Taylor needed me. Otherwise, Ghost wouldn't have called me because I'm the biggest one in the bunch that's a bitch. Remember, guys? She would have found another Ma Dib got a hold of instead of me.
You did great, Jen. And now you need rest.
I did
You
what was
did
right
a
to that kid.
you did what was laid on your heart to do and what was brought to your doorstep to do. And you did a wonderful job at that. And ain't nobody here disputing not one damn
I
bit
don't
of
want
that.
praise. I don't want acolytes. I just want my friends to understand that I love them and I would never hurt them. And I hope and pray and wished with all my heart that they knew I would never hurt them.
Nobody thinks that. Nobody thinks that you would hurt them. Nobody thinks that. Everybody praises what you did, Jen.
And
Everybody.
Dippy, I got your little clip this morning about what you had to say about me, bitch. You're irrelevant now. You all have lost your ammunition. You all have lost the kid to tell you this bullshit and make up stories about her mama. So the best thing you can do is pull back up to that little Suboxone clinic you was at today with the sign hanging off the door and go in there and get you some more Suboxone and get your hubby Suboxone so that you can go pay your bills and buy you some weed and cigarettes this month. and leave us the fuck alone.
Amen.
Period.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. And y'all, while we're talking about other creators, I just want to put this out there. Let's pray for Cam, y'all. Cam needs a liver transplant. And bless his heart, he looks bad, y'all.
Cam,
Cam's
that's what
not
I was
doing good.
telling you. He does. He looks horrible. Have you got that? Can you play that? Are you able to?
Um, I don't know if I can play it or not. You know, my computer's messed up. I'm not even. If I try, it's just gonna fuck up my
Oh,
damn
okay. No, don't do
because
it.
you know I'm on my phone and exactly. Shut the fuck up, Dippy. They think I went back to Ghost. No, we're not even close to talking about anything but my child. So if y'all hate me for
Everybody's
answering the
in
call,
this for the kid right now. It's not
yeah.
about friendships. This is about Taylor. That's why I said it was a white flag.
Oh, she done knocked herself down. But anyways, if yeah, Cam, y'all, he ain't doing good. He needs a liver transplant. Uh, he looks bad, and uh, I think everybody should, no matter what your stance is on them right now, just pray that Cam gets better and gets his liver transplant and stuff. And I don't know what happened to Jen. Yes, prayers for Cam. Like I said, I don't know what happened to that, right? She probably hit a button or something and knocked herself down. Um, she's very emotional right now. Jen needs some sleep. She is in an emotional place right now. She has spent a better part of 24 hours, you know, talking and trying to get things straightened out and trying to get mother and daughter back in a good position to be able to at least communicate with each other. And let me get that right back up here.
Sorry, I fell off or something. I hit a button. You know, I'm in buttons, fumble fingers.
So yeah, I told him, I said she done hit a button.
Yeah, it's where my hands where I work outside and it's cold too. At my other job, my fingers split and I'll accidentally hit the thing and I don't know. So that's why
I
when
know
I'm
you
typing, I try to spell when it's split, it won't hit certain letters and it pisses me off and I have to go back and check it and redo it and everything.
I know it. You told me your hands were bad, split up
Oh,
because of the
awful.
cold, how dry they are. They've been cold and
Mhm.
stuff, working out there and that.
It's awful right now, but they're healing. I found some new stuff to get on them. But anyway, I mean, I'm to the point where Susie, I just want to get to some content, get past all this shit. I mean, everything's done is done. Their shit, they need to work out as a family on their own. It was started on YouTube. It ended on YouTube. Anything in between that, they need to work on at their own household, not on YouTube.
And I think that's where to go from here. I feel like that's where to go from here. That they'll work it out behind the scenes, work
Hmm.
on healing process and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
Um,
praying for.
and yes, that's why with this clearing the air with this live a little bit on all of that, so we can put that behind us and get on
Well,
to
that
our
wasn't the
content.
purpose, but I kind of veered to
It's
the
okay.
left, didn't it?
We saw an
God.
opportunity and took it. And you're tired. You hadn't had any sleep, and I mean, you're just an emotional wreck right now. And we
I
understand. Trust
am,
me, we
but I
got
was
you, girl. We got
that
you.
just that it's just been very mentally draining.
That, like I said, I think that they'll get back to they'll find their way. It might take a lot of time and some counseling and some things like that, but that they'll find their way back. I have faith in that. And as far as the content, yes, I'm definitely got. I have a story right here that happened in my hometown. I'm gonna tell y'all about it, and you're gonna be pissed off and sick to your stomach because CPS, DCS, wherever you're from, whatever it's called CPS here, Child Protective Services. They fail these children on a daily basis because it's overwhelming. For one, they have a overwhelming amount of cases. They put these kids with foster care parents that I don't know if they don't screen them or if they by some chance pass a background check and end up with these children, and then they
Yep.
just end up doing shitty things to these children. So this is what happened 30 minutes up the road from me. A lady by the name of Jalinda Smith threw her child away in a trash bag in a very beautiful spot off the Perdita Key Bay is where he was found. She has been arrested and charged with his homicide. The homicide, the manner of death has not been determined yet. But back in 2002, she went to parenting classes. She was ordered by CPS to take child classes because they had been involved with her and this baby. And she passed. She completed her classes, and they gave the child back to her, and that only lasted a few years, and now that child is deceased, and she threw him away in a trash bag. Um, I'm sorry, but if you have to be
So disgusted. Like, what the actual fuck? Why did she foster the kid if she was going to
no,
kill
she was the mother. She was his mother.
him? Oh,
My thing I was getting to, I believe he was fostered while she was having to complete her classes, you
uh-huh,
know, because she had to
uh-huh,
take child neglect classes. So the
right.
charges against her were dropped in 2022. And
Uh-huh.
so
How old
they
was this
gave the
kid?
child 5
Oh, hey, what? What?
5
It's
years
always
old.
five. It's always
30.
five.
Yeah, it seems like that's the magic number.
I don't understand what is that for 5 years. They can't take it no more. They just like there's five. Like at that point, guys, just go to a damn hospital and leave them. Don't do that. I mean, shit, take them to DCS and relinquish your rights. For fuck's sake, you don't have to kill these kids.
Or I don't understand. You
You can
complete
go
a class.
You can go why even go to the classes if you're going to do something? Just relinquish your rights. If you know you're going to be a shitty parent, you don't want to do it, you're being forced into it, somebody's just forcing you to do it, just walk away. Walk
Just walk
away.
away.
Take them, get your rights signed over, walk away. At least give them a chance.
Yep. I don't understand how a mother can. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And if you have to be court ordered to take child classes to start with, you're unfit to begin with. They already know you're an unfit parent if they're having to court order you to take some damn child classes. You shouldn't have to be taking
Absolutely.
classes to have some natural instincts in you to take care of your child. I'm not
Mhm.
saying that you don't
That is
get advice.
enough.
I'm not
What was
saying
it?
you
Four,
don't need
five?
help.
And that's like, we got a creator on here, true crime creator, that abandoned her child when she was like 4 or 5. You believe that shit? Look, just abandoned her in a fucking motel or hotel. I can't remember if it's a hotel or a hospital. I can't remember it. But anyway, she just abandoned her. Just left her there. You believe that shit? It's crazy, ain't it?
Wow.
And then for the true crime and missing kids after leaving hers. Wow.
Wow.
It's everywhere. It just shows you how closely involved some of these people are. You think it's a guilty conscience? Is that why most of these people put do these channels? It's like guilty consciences or something. I don't know. Anyway, is she in jail now or what's going on?
Yes.
What did
Oh
they?
yeah. They charged her. She's in jail with no bond. Absolutely.
Oh, not aware. She had to go do
And
some
the thing
time.
about it is, Florida does have the death penalty, so
Mm-hmm.
uh but
That's
by
a
the
good
time
thing.
they get around to that bullshit, it'll be downgraded to second degree,
Or
some
some,
kind
yeah.
of accident bullshit, or and she didn't know what else to do, and so she was scared, and she disposed. I mean, they always fucking play it down, always.
Get them to talk.
Hey,
It's,
everybody coming in. Good to see y'all this morning.
oh, we got
We
a
talk.
lot of
We've been
stuff. We
talking
got.
about a little bit of everything. We went from the Epstein files, and now we're talking about a case that's happening right here, right now. And I'm gonna follow it too. I'm gonna
Everything happening.
absolutely follow this case.
Yeah, we should.
Um,
I'll hang out with you on that one. I can't even imagine. I can't see hurting one at all. I can't. I can't even hurt one. That's never mind. It's crazy. I can't
and
hurt a
like I
kid.
said, I'm not saying that parents don't need help. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that parents don't need advice and like just a break or different things like that. But at some point, you have got, if your natural instincts are not kicking in to protect your child or have some kind of motherly instinct, then it's just not for you. Take that kid, drop it off, leave. That'll be and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with if you don't have it in you, take your child and leave your child somewhere. It's damn sure better than the alternative.
Uh-huh.
And
It, it, it's just, the alternative is unalive is not an alternative. Is the problem? I mean, in my eyes, that's not an alternative.
well, that's how they look at it in their eyes, I guess. You know.
Well, I think the
Uh
world. You know, Sodom and
but
Gomorrah. I don't think Sodom and Gomorrah was as bad as this world is now.
I'm telling you one thing. There's nothing worse than hurting a child. There's nothing worse than the we are not doing enough, and I don't mean like we personally, I'm just talking about we as a whole are not doing enough to protect these children. We need more good foster parents out there. And when I say good foster parents, I mean good foster parents. I'm not talking about send them right into a situation that they just came out of or worse with some of these damn foster people that are just in it to get a paycheck every month and then don't give a damn about the kid, or you got some old damn man, the husband abusing the child or sexually abusing the child. There are so many freaking sickos, man. All these men, and I mean, I'm not saying women aren't either. They are fucking sick too, but it's more men than it is women, and they like I had a young girl telling me yesterday that she's been sexually harassed twice by old men. Like one came up to her and her phone was kind of sticking out of her back pocket, and he takes her phone out of her back pocket and pokes it back down in her back pocket and was like, "Your phone." And I said, and I'd have slapped the shit out of him. I said, "You should have turned right around and slapped the hell out
Absolutely,
of him."
smack the piss out of him. That's exactly right. All right, girls, we've got to run to get some spark plugs. You're going to change some spark plugs with me on my car today. Woo!
Uh-uh.
Oh my goodness, we are on it today.
But
Um,
she's young, she's 18, and, I said, "If I would have seen that, you can damn well believe I'd have snatched his ass up and threw him right up out of this damn store. That would not have happened. Not, that would not have happened in front of me." And I'm like, I better not see it. But she's 18. She's just this pretty little girl. She's got the cutest little figure. And it's the
Mm.
old men. Oh, and and then she had one kind of slide up, up beside her and wanted to kind of rub up on her. And I was like, girl, I said, you have got to say something, say something to them old folks, you know.
Yeah, you can't let it go, because if you do and let them get by with it the first time, there'll be a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth.
Oh,
They'll
and
keep
you
on and
can
on, and they keep
guarantee
getting
that
worse.
you can guarantee she's not the only one that they're walking up in a store and trying to do that to. But
Oh,
they better
absolutely
not
not.
let.
That's who they are. It's personality.
Yeah, exactly. They better not let me see it, because, honey, you talking about I'd probably lose my damn job over the shit, but I don't give a damn because that's not that is not
I
gonna
wouldn't
happen.
either.
Not in front of me.
I
Not in
wouldn't
front of
either.
me. It's not.
Because listen,
I'll be
I don't care what nobody says. There is it 22, 3, 4, and 5 to me. They're still
this
babies.
girl's
Quit
18.
fucking with.
Barely, yeah, barely 18. So,
I,
of course she was like, well, I just kind of freeze up and I was like, don't worry if I see it.
of course she
And
does.
you know, I said, I'm not gonna freeze up. And I said, if your phone's hanging out of your pocket, they should just be like, hey hun, your phone's hanging out of your pocket or whatever. Don't lose your phone. I said they have no business touching your personal property and then sticking it back down in your damn ass, you know, back down in your back of your
Absolutely.
jeans like that. Hell no.
Can you hear me, or is my background noise
Yeah, I
really
can
loud?
hear you.
Okay. I didn't know
I
how
can
bad my
hear you,
background noise
man.
was. Reach out to me. I'm driving.
It seems like CPS keeps leaving obviously in need children in their homes while making examples and taking others. And that's a lot of yes, I've seen CPS take children out of homes that didn't need to be taken out of homes and then leave children that needed to be taken out of the homes in horrible situations. I've seen that a lot too.
It's crazy. I have too. I absolutely have. I've seen parents that did not deserve to lose their rights to their kids over something ridiculous, and then leave a
Yep.
kid and it end up pregnant 3 months later. I've had kids that's been repeat customers from where their parents are so shitty, and then I've had kids that's come through that didn't belong, and you could tell they didn't belong. I mean, it's crazy how they do. Like CPS fails a lot of kids. I agree. I have to agree. You wouldn't believe how
It's
much ice is still stuck around here.
I don't know that it's so much a corrupt system is it's just an overwhelming system.
Let me
They're
tell you
so
about it, what it is.
overwhelmed.
They're so overwhelmed with cases because, first off, you have this pansy fools like Lips and all of that bunch who wants to make fake fucking CPS calls. Well, she's not the only little bitch Karen out there that does that. There's like
Yeah, exactly.
millions of her. So when you have CPS getting calls and they have no choice, they have to investigate each and every single call that's made. No choice. They have a time limit to do it, and they have to go out and check it. So when you call, keep that in mind, because when you're calling for a fake reason, you could be keeping a child from getting help who ends up pregnant because your ass was making fake calls when they couldn't get to that child because of you.
That's exactly
Seeing where
right.
I'm going here? You see where I'm going here, people? When you're making these fake calls, it's not CPS that's failing the children. It's you failing to be a human calling CPS for fuck reasons and getting them more overloaded with cases they don't need to where they can't get to the ones that do need them. Please clip that and let it sink in, you fools. You are what's making CPS fail the children.
Oh, and that don't just happen on YouTube. You get fucking pissed off grandparents,
That's
or you
true,
get
right there.
or
Hmm.
you get a pissed off. You got divorced parents, and the
Neighbors
other one's
pissed
pissed
off.
off. Neighbors
Yep,
pissed. Yes, you get people that can't get to you, so they're gonna
yep,
call a fake CPS report in to get
yep.
to you. You know.
And they have
Uh,
to investigate every single call that comes in. So if you're making fake CPS calls and you make 4 or 5 of them fake CPS calls, you have failed 4 or 5 other children who needed help from getting help.
yes, yes, absolutely.
And
So
that's all I'm gonna say about that.
if you could cut that part of it out and take the load off of CPS by just cutting the bullshit and let them get to
Yes.
a real case, they might can
Yep.
fucking think right.
Yep. I've
You
seen the
know.
CPS caseloads. I've seen what these girls and these guys have to contend with. I've seen the fake ones that they have no reason even call to be called. I've seen it. I've watched the kids. I've seen the ones that needed to be there and the ones that didn't need to be there. But I've seen the fact that, you know, whenever CPS gets these damn calls, they know they're fake before they go out and they still have to go. And it pisses them off beyond no measure when they have to do that shit.
Yep. Yep. And then they get them repeatedly for the same person over
Oh,
and
hey, they've
over.
been to my house many a times. I just don't come on here bitching about it.
Yeah, I saw that, Connie. We were talking about it
But
earlier
you got to
before.
read to me. I'm driving, baby.
Hey, talking about Hillary threatening the courts with "Let's Go." Talking about the Clintons. I told we was
Oh,
talking about that earlier with the
yeah, we
Epstein
did.
files and stuff.
She
Yeah,
did tell him to, let's go, baby.
yeah,
She's ready. Oh, I got
yep.
to get
Hit the
gas.
gas. Hit the gas. Let's do it.
I'm
I'm telling
ready.
you, the Epstein files are so overwhelming. Though I want to see in the next 6 months
Hmm.
just where we're at with that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know, I think we're getting all the emails, but, there's a shit ton of audio and video too that's not been released that should be
Some of the
released, but it
some of the
shouldn't be
pictures I've
released.
seen,
Well, at the
girl, some
same time, think about it. Victims are on these audios and videos. How are they going to?
and I'm telling you, some of the pictures I seen was
Oh my
damn sure
God.
for kid for were kids,
Mhm. Yeah,
not young adults, kids.
yeah, it was bad. It's like
And
horrendous
that's
what
just
these.
what little bit I seen. I have not dug. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm not dug on it, but I've like followed it. I've been following it from the get go, and I've been watching, what's going down with it. But at the same time, I've not really dug into it. But I've been like, there's certain channels I watch when the emails are released, and they're pretty good. I like to watch certain guys release them, but I'm not going to say because everybody follows you where the fuck you go. But anyway, yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. They say that what is it? They said little newborns taste like melted cheese or some shit.
it was bad. It was
It,
bad.
it was awful. And little boys hot. They said that Barack Obama had owed or paid $75,000 for some hot dogs.
I I I'm telling
I
that's
ain't
and
never
I'm telling
seen
you that
nobody spend $75,000 on some wieners. I mean, there's no way in hell you could buy 5 grocery stores out of wieners every time they had, and still not spend $75,000 if
hell
you bought every
yeah.
wiener in the store. I'm just saying that's fishy in itself.
Like I said, that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just the tip of the
Mhm.
iceberg, y'all. That's not. It's just ugh. It's almost like you got to You really gotta have you gotta put your feelings aside. You gotta be strong enough to go in there and look at it and read through it. You know, to be able to stomach it.
Yeah. Oh
You gotta
yeah.
have
Yeah.
you gotta have a stomach to go in there and read all of it. And my thing is, they got Giselle sitting there, or Gazelle, whatever the fuck her name is, Maxwell sitting there. Why is
Yeah.
she
She
the
got
why is
sent to
she
that
the,
panic prison.
why is she the only one in prison? That's what I want to know.
Why is she
Why
sent
was
to that little prison she's in? I mean, she's right now. She's like living in comfort. I mean, why
Oh
the fuck
yeah,
she gonna live in comfort?
and that was just recent. They just transferred her, what, about six
She's
months ago?
ratted somebody out for something because she wouldn't be moved if she hadn't. And I'm telling you, she got moved for damn reason we don't know.
Yeah, I believe that too. I
What's
believe
chat
that
saying
too.
to us? What does chat
Uh,
think about it?
they're just saying that they're talking about. Remember what I shared about the panda jacket, cottage cheese? That's Tina has a peanut.
I remember that, Tina. Yeah, pandas.
Yep.
We always said that panda shit was pedo shit. We've called that out from the get go. But hell, we got called liars and everything else. But just animals and pandas deserve love too. What's that mean, Andrew? Pedos deserve love too. I just
Yeah, I'd
just
like to give
curious.
them some love. Send them my way. I got some love for them. Yeah,
Yeah, we got all the love for you, wrapped up in a
yeah,
nice little bow.
yeah. We got some love for you. Send them
Hmm.
my way.
All day long.
Absolutely.
All right, girl. I am gonna have to mute out for just a minute. Okay, I gotta run in somewhere real fast.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so we did go over the Epstein a little bit when I first got on here. Went over a case that was going on like right up right here. Well, there's a lot of stuff that goes on right here, but that one was a woman that killed her 5-year old and then dumped his body in a trash bag over here on Perdita Bay. Um, she's been arrested for homicide, and she's being held with no bond. And I will be, like I said, I will be keeping up with that case so I can definitely come back on here. Duke's going to be on here one night this week. I'm not sure. But me and Duke's gonna do a live. It might even be tonight. I'm not sure if it's gonna be tonight or tomorrow night. But me and Duke are gonna be back on here. He's gonna be back on here to tell one of his little fascinating weird crime stories. Not sure which direction he's going with it when he comes back, but he's definitely gonna be back either tonight or tomorrow night and talking about one of his cases that he's dug into. We talked about that too, Taylor, before you got in here about the what was it's called? What was it called? The pizza Gateway Pizza or so, forgot what it was called. Um, but yeah, we had talked about that too. Another good one to look up is Whoops. Okay, look that up. Pizzagate, yes. We talked about that a little bit before y'all got in here about Pizzagate because I had not looked it up. I didn't know what it was, but Chad explained it to me what Pizzagate was. Which is it's just all disgusting. It's just so heartbreaking. Not only is it disgusting, it is heartbreaking more than it is anything because these poor kids, guys, and who they gonna hold accountable? I want to know just how many, from top to bottom, how many are they gonna hold accountable out of that Epstein bullshit? I want to see some accountability held at the highest, at the highest level. the ones with the most money that think they've got away with some shit. That's what I want to see. I'm disgusted just by what little bit I have looked and seen, and I have not dug into it a whole lot since it's all broke loose. Um, but yeah, what little bit I've seen and what little bit I've read, I'm disgusted. I don't give a damn if it starts at the president. I don't give a shit if it wipes out Washington, D.C. I don't give a damn if it wipes out Hollywood. I don't give a damn. I want to see some accountability for the people that think they have the money to get away with any damn thing they want, especially when it comes to these kids. They don't deserve it. We don't need people so rich they can't have fun without hurting people. You got that right. I don't think we won't, Taylor. We will not. We never will. They will. I guarantee you, we won't see the ones that really need to be held accountable. They'll get some of the little people. They'll take some of the little people down. But you ain't gonna see none of these top dogs go down. I'll be shocked to see it. And you want to know why? Because you got judges, you got lawyers, you've got law enforcement, you've got everybody with their hands in this. Everybody. I ain't saying all of them, but I'm saying you got a lot of them with their hands in it. So they're not going to hold these people accountable. They're not going to do it because they're just as dirty. It's disgusting. You see it all the time, the corruption, just the corruption on crime itself. Do you think we're going to see accountability out of this? Real accountability? I don't see it. I don't see it happening. Really, Tina has a peanut. Huh. That will be shocking, but not surprising. Or I should say, I don't know. I didn't see that. You're the first person that I've seen to say that, but I've seen some names, but of course, I haven't seen everything. Oh, it's sickening. It's disappointing. It's sad. It's sad, sad, sad that any child would have to be even thought of in that way, and that anybody that thought like that gets away with it. But guys, we've been on here a little over an hour. I think I'm gonna end it with that. We'll dig into this Epstein some more before I come
Hey,
back.
I love you. I was trying to hurry back.
Oh, it's
I'm going to
fine.
shut down. I've got a few things going on and I ain't seen this lady in quite some time, so I'm going to give her a chat for a minute, okay?
Okie dokie.
All right. Love you guys. Have a good day.
Love you.
Everybody in
Talk to
chat, have
you
a good
later.
day. Y'all remember, try to love each other instead of hating each other. It's a little bit easier. Smile instead of frowning. Act right, bitches. Get out, touch grass, and wash your ass. Bye.
And yes, I'm gonna dig into the Epstein some more. Definitely gonna be keeping my eye on the case that's going on here. I want to find out what the cause of death was for that little boy. I'll keep y'all posted on all of that too, because I'm gonna follow that case for damn sure. Um, and y'all, if you have a platform, share these missing kids pictures out. Um, I've got to start doing it on my platform too, because they all deserve, all the missing kids, they deserve to be shared out, not just the high profile cases, but all of them. Um so with all that being said, guys, y'all have a great day. And I'm back. I'm trying to, start back doing my lives again. And thank y'all all for being here, and y'all have a great day. See y'all later.